think we start and we... Oh, just had an update. Weird. Play game. Yes. Hopefully everything will be going to plan. Possibly. Yep, okay. It makes special. Agility. Receiving your content. I'm live, so hello internet. I need to move some things around. And just reduce the sound audio there. And continue. Right. Okay, so I think we can safely assume that things have gone reasonably horribly wrong. So, welcome everyone to Fallout 4. I'm the Iron Phoenix. I can't remember if I did that bit already, but hello internet. Welcome to Fallout 4 Frost, which is a total conversion mod for Fallout that basically makes survival an awful lot harder, as I keep finding out. I keep thinking, oh yeah, there's a bed here, and then there's all these ghouls, and I just get rained upon by ghouls, and everything goes generally horribly wrong. Right, so I've slightly changed my attitude at this point. Sort of. Okay, so basically what happened was, I'll give you a quick recap of what's been going on since last we spoke. So, I decided to go down to Scully Square, where all those people were, and I thought, look in here, there's a stealth boy in here. If I take the stealth boy, and then if I plant a gas bomb mine thingy in the middle of all these people, then I'll kill a load of them, and then I can just kind of wipe up the rest. And they sort of just wandered around a bit, and then they went back to their patrol pods, and there was this gas bomb mine thing sitting in the middle of this square. And I thought, okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fire a shot just in the air. And suddenly they all realised where I was, stormed forward and killed about 5 of them, and I just sort of mopped up the rest. But rather interestingly, one of them dropped this baby, Marksman's Light Radium Rifle. So I mowed down the rest of the people there. I got a submachine gun, I got some decent armour, I got all kinds of really, really fun things. And then I thought, yeah, okay, we're to the point now where we need to get out of the city, and a few tries to do that all went horribly wrong, and I find myself now, I basically have a rough plan, because if you take the route through the Malden Men, you actually come out over here somewhere, which is an awful lot closer to the edge of the city, which is what I want. I want to get out of the city, because the city is dangerous. The country is not so dangerous. And I did actually almost get out of the city in one run, and then I thought, there's the vault there. I haven't slept for a while. I'll go there, because there's beds outside the vault. There were ghouls there. Lots of ghouls. It all went horribly wrong. I'd already taken a huge amount of radiation from other things, including trying to put a ghoul mask on whilst outside. Everything just went horribly wrong, okay? But we can do that again, and we cannot screw up again as bad as that time, because I think I know what to do now. I've killed the guy nearby. They all drop strange meat, which is rather useful, because there is actually a crafting recipe for strange meat. It turns it into mysterious meat, which doesn't have... I don't think it's got any rads in it, which is good. In fact, I'm going to eat one of those now, if I've got any. Oh, I've already eaten it. Never mind, we'll find some more on our way. Right, so I think if I take this path, we come across this guy who's, yeah, I've looted him for pretty much everything that was any good. So I've got my stab, yep, and here's the other one that I found, that I stabbed to death a lot. Then if I go down this one, I think, no, bear with me, this one, no, that just takes me back, this one, no, that just takes me up, where? No, that's not the way either. This is a bit of a maze. I don't have a light. I probably should sort that out, but then again, you know, lights make you more obvious to people, bad people, people who we want to avoid. Is this the way? Yes, this is the way. Right. Okay, we sneak this way. We haven't got the ghoul mask yet, but we're about to come across the ghoul mask. However, this is basically... That was basically the last bed that we're going to see for a while. There is, however... Apparently it's really dangerous, though. Ooh, there is a bed up near Diamond City, outside of Diamond City, but apparently Diamond City itself is really dangerous. It can't really be any more dangerous than being eaten alive by ghouls, but it does mean going through the junkyard, which is dog central. So, yeah, there's that. Right, we need to start laying some traps, I think. Hello, weapons. Right, so an IED. I think that will be quite nice. And I've got a submachine gun with lots of 5mm. Not that I really needed it there. Probably should put down the frag mine. They found me. They just need to walk forwards and they'll find something else. A mine. Nope, nope. They've run back down the stairs again. Let's not stand on the mine. Where are they? No, 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 no. This could be bad. Yeah, I've got loads of... Because I've got loads of 5mm... That my decision with a lot of these guns is... You know, I'm probably not going to find any more 5mm, so what I've got in the submachine gun right now is probably all the ammunition I'm going to find for a while. So, so something like the submachine gun, I'll just use up the ammunition and then I'll ditch the gun. And that's not really a problem. Things that might be a problem is, well, but on the other hand, I don't want to ditch the radium rifle because although it's heavy, I could potentially find the ammunition for it. I'm too close to that. Jesus. Yeah. I threw it and then I thought, yeah, this is actually a horrible idea. I should have dropped the landmine first, and then quite a lot of this for me is I'll drop the mine in and then I'll lure them into the mine with the gun. But the radium rifle I do want to keep hold of because actually it's a really powerful firearm. Where does this one go? I don't know. Oh, maybe this might lead back. Yes, this does indeed lead back to the water. But where does this one lead to? To the Malden line. And this is just now open. I think the version that I'm playing here is, well, obviously it is going to be different to, I think it's more up to date than the one that Many a True Nerd is playing, so, might be able to, Malden Station, where is Malden Station? That's a good question. Right, I need to go into sneak mode now. Just, right, to unlock that requires a key, which I do not have. To open that also requires a key, which I do not have. Okay, fine.
Would need the key.
Malden Underlevels access key. Okay. To those of you that are interested, though, this is a really, 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 really good mod. I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface yet of this mod, and it's already awesome. It's annoying, but it's annoying in a way that you can look back and think, yeah, actually I got killed perfectly fairly there because I messed up. I did something stupid there, and I should have, you know, maybe been a little bit more cautious at that point. So yeah, I don't think there's been any unfair deaths. I think quite a lot of it is completely and utterly, yeah, I screwed that up. I completely deserved that. So, yeah, I've gone the wrong way again. I hate this bit. I mean, theoretically, if I got the ghoul mask, And God, I really... Oh, no, there we go. If I got the ghoul mask, I could go back the other way, because I think that's all ghouls. Though, if I just keep on going, I get up to Fen Street anyway. So, Fen Street is where the serial killer was. Right, okay. So, sneak mode, which is me pressing caps lock, so I walk. Oh, perks-wise, I should go to perks. So, I have taken another perk. So, I took sneak. And I've also so I've got sneak, I've got adamantium skeleton, which reduces limb damage by 30%, which I thought was going to be quite useful, and so far has been, and lead belly as well, so that I take less damage from radiation through drinking dirty water or eating dirty food. Right, so let's start off with a frag mine. Hello, I've got a frag mine for you. It's a very fun present. And then might have killed one of them. I really should pull out my submachine gun because I want to burn through the ammunition of this. I can then just throw the rifle away. Die. There's one more. Obviously, you want headshots, which means that automatic rifles are basically useless. Right, okay, so we've got some strange meat on both of them. There's a Ripper there, but it's actually not that good. There's a ghoul mask. We want the ghoul mask. There's another one that's down there somewhere, I think. Antiseptic will take. The rest of it, meh. Nothing that great there. Because basically what I want, if I see a pocketed item, I take the pocketed item. Otherwise, I'll leave it. Or lightweight, possibly, if it's better than what I'm already carrying. Now, there is another guy in here somewhere. Down this rad-filled corridor. See him. And then after this point we'll put the ghoul mask on and basically escape. No sort of messing around, just get out of the underhive and get up top to Fen Street. And then not make the mistake that I did, which was attempting to swim in the river, because it's 8 rats a second, which is not particularly pleasant. But this does go, this does go out a good way. From what I remember, it should be around here somewhere. I don't think there's any more mobs. We'll see. I think it's mostly ghouls, and what you can do is you can wear the ghoul mask, and if you want to kill a ghoul, you can just stab a ghoul, and it's not really going to do much. After all, I've got my dagger. Kenmore Station. I don't know where that is. I'm going to give it a go. If I don't like the look of it, I'm going to back out. Okay. There's something in here. But what? That's the big question. I'm going to put my ghoul mask on, actually, I think. Because it does a huge amount of awesome things. It gives sanity plus 20, charisma 5, luck 5, perception 2. It doesn't resist anything. The military gas mask does that, but more importantly, feral ghouls do not detect me. They think I am one of them. So, yay, I guess. And if there's a bed in here, even better. I would quite like to have a place that's reasonably... Is it ghouls? It's ghouls. That's fine. I mean, we might have to stab a few just because they are emitting rads, but and suddenly they're not emitting rads anymore. That's kind of what I want. And they'll just assume that one of their number has just collapsed or something, I don't know. A stun grenade? Ooh. Buffalo helmet. Pocketed operator's right leg. Let's take that. It's gonna... What have I got at the moment? What's my right leg at the moment? Oh, it's treated leather. I've got loads of junk on me. There we go. And back up to normal. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, because I'm in... There we go. Dead ghoul. Excellent. Oh, it's this one! Ooh, this might actually make quite a good base of operations. Because there is a bed and there is a cooking station. I mean, there's not much more than this, but it's actually in quite a good location. So let's get some mystery meat cooked. I thought I had more mystery meat in there, strange meat in there than that. Well, yeah, I'm totally a ghoul. Right, let's also store all my junk in there as well. I think there's yeah, rad roach. Just poke that. And there's not a huge amount of other. I'm just gonna loot everything. Some dirty water. This goes back to there. Right, and he didn't have anything, no. I mean, he had a buffalo helmet. I don't know if that's... Does that work as a gas mask? That would be my question. That's actually quite good, but I don't know if that's... I mean, perception 3 on what could potentially... Yeah, that must be a gas mask. That's quite a good one, though. I mean, less rad resistance, but... I'll keep hold of it. Just make sure there's nothing else. I can't get into those because I've got no bobby pins. I'm not carrying too much. Yes, yeah, I think we can probably... Uncooked Instamash. Ooh. Can I cook the Instamash? Cooked Instamash. Nice. Because I do need to eat stuff. Right. I'm going to store my gun in here, I think, as well. For the moment, this is going to be my... my base of operations. I'm going to leave the radium rifle here until I can get hold of some 45, which it shouldn't be too difficult. 45 is reasonably common, so it's things like the 5mm. 5mm isn't reasonably common, and so submachine gun, once it's out of ammunition, I'll just drop it. I'll cancel. I'll also leave the buffalo mask here, and I'll eat some Instamash, and some mystery meat. I could also eat the strange meat. at least I'm not ravenous anymore. And I'll take an hour of sleep. They're only sleeping bags, but for the moment, this can be my base of operations, I think. This should take me out near the common, I think. Possibly. It's not the best base in the world, but it's actually quite... In the base game, that's a really nice little spot just to save in before doing anything. Because it's just a very sort of simple camp that's safe. You know, a couple of ghouls doesn't really matter too much in the base game. So, yeah. So actually that's a little bit of luck. The Fen Street means going through a whole load of ghouls. I'm still wearing my ghoul mask. We'll quickly swap that out when we load through. So really I should be wearing my gas mask. Yeah, because it's doing me 6 rads. Military gas mask. Feral ghouls can now detect me, but there is also now a storm. Excellent. I can attempt to sneak through the storm. Right, so my base of operations is currently about there-ish. So I'm going to do a custom destination there. That's where my radium rifle is. Really good find that, getting that radium rifle. But I want to attempt to make a new base. Oh, I'm right on the edge actually. I've come out. Right, I want to head up to here. Yeah, I can do that. It's a really good find. It's further along than Fen Street, so you don't have to deal with all the stuff with Fen Street. And you also don't have to deal with the hardware town. Or is this hardware town coming up now? No, I don't think it is, actually. But there is a garage here that might be useful. Or it might just have a single car in it. A bubble car. Ooh, diner. I've dropped a save so I can be a little bit more reckless than I would normally be. Diner might mean food. I mean, it's a little bit of an obvious place for people to have gone for food, so not sure. But there are bottles, a lot of bottles. There's a sweet roll there. A guy who's just fallen onto his table. Coffee cups, buckets. I'm basically not really... I don't want to pick up too much junk at the moment. So I don't really have a place to call my own yet. I'd love to get up to you know, to see Sanctuary Hills. Unfortunately, I've been beset by a storm, which is slowly giving me radiation. Now, down in Fen Street, there is a radaway, and it's like a physical radaway as well, so it's usually down there. But that has so many risks going for that. Not least a glowing one. So let's just take some sweet roll. I really want to get my hunger down. Thirst I can deal with, because thirst you just kind of walk up to some dirty water and drink it. Let's go. Let's do a running sneak. That looks like a bear. Oh no, there's a US Army remnant up there. Right, okay, yeah, we will be running into remnants of the army. Who later go on to become the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood were made up of remnants of the US Army who believed that technology had sort of fallen into the wrong hands, that it advanced far more than the people could control it. And so that's how the Brotherhood was formed, because the Brotherhood is there to try and take it's more possessing, it's trying to work out which technology is safe for humanity to use and what isn't. I don't know where we are, and that's concerning. Oh no, I do know where we are. That is a little shack that in the base game has a load of food outside. However, it's also not that far from the place where all the thingies are. Right, so what do we have? We've got gourds, excellent. Got gourds, we've got carrots, we've got melons. Oh yeah, we've come up trumps here. We've got a Nuka-Cola machine with no Nuka-Cola in it. Day tripper, which I normally don't bother with. Some uncooked Salisbury steak. Oh yeah, and a cooking stove. Excellent. Can quickly cook that up. They've done such a good job with this. And there's no rads on the melon. Oh, nice. Because normally there's a little bit of rads on these melons. Oh, but I've got the perp, which might knock that off. I'm having the melon. Because the melons, this is why I'm so excited about getting a melon. They give you, they restore your thirst as well. So I'm eating things. It's a cigar box. I can't eat that, unfortunately. There's a door back here, but I've got no bobby pins. Bobby pins are really, really rare. But it's good to know that this is up here. However, I don't think they'll grow back now that I've eaten them all. Right, okay, so if I follow this road down... Right, okay, so I've got two options here, I think. The first is to go down to Beantown Brewery, which is about here. It's got raiders inside, but it's also got beds, and it would make a really good spot to raid from. My other option is, and I'm going to have to Google this one, mayoral, I think it's the mayoral fallout shelter. Boston Mayoral Shelter. Or it's the shelter that the mayor built. He siphoned off public funds in order to build this thing. And that is... it's going to be in a bit of a... It's in a bit of a spot. It's... Okay, so it's... oh, I'm trying to move the map on the other thing. Right, so the flyover is there. There's some kind of factory there. So it's down here somewhere, which is not that far from Ghoul Central. Maybe not. I think Beantown Brew... Oh, there's the estates over there as well. Right. I don't want to go to the vault because there's a load of ghouls out there. I'm just having a quick look at the map. So the vault is about there. There's a farm about here, and there's we're gonna have to go up here, aren't we? Right, okay. That we can do. So I don't want to take the rail line. I really don't want to take the rail line. Okay. I go this way for a bit. If I head west for a little bit, before I actually hit the rail line, I'm going to turn north. And that will take me to Beantown Brewery. I can then submachine gun the first guy and take his bed, and then experiment. However, I am really sucking up these rads. I've got no real choice in the matter. I have to go this way, like this, and I am, yeah, got quite a lot of rads, and I've got to sneak all the way as well because there's an awful lot of nasty things here. Right, well, something's apparently found me, though. It's a milk crab. Which is just going to be a case of sneaking up to it and stabbing it repeatedly. Oh, damn it. I've got no... Can I... I'm dead. No. I might have to attempt to sleep. Sleep out the storm. I mean, where I am, I'm not going to walk into any ghouls, so... can I sleep in a sleeping bag for 3 hours at a time? I could get rid of the... It's going to be really bad for my hunger. Right. Hopefully, now, I'm to the point now where if I walk out of that door, it should be light, but it also should be reasonably not stormy. Junk jet. Absolutely useless weapon. There's no such thing as junk in this game anymore. So why would you want to put your junk into a gun and then fire it at people? It's ridiculous. That's the junk jet. Sort of a leftover from Fallout 3. Fallout 3, it was useful because you could kill people with books. In this, books are useful. Oh great, it's still stormy out here. It's just a little bit lighter. And I'm sucking up the rads again. Because I'm not wearing my gas mask. Feral ghouls can now detect me. Apparently there's something near me. Feral ghoul. Okay, let's sneak out this way. Let's try not... I'm gonna have to go down to the railway, I think. I didn't really want to take the railway because you do get patrols that run along the railway in the base game, and I may not even notice it if we're in the middle of a storm. I mean, this storm is horrible. I'm just going to try and run it there. Just run to Beantown. I'm basically going to follow this one up to here. Into here. Okay. We'll get the melon. Planter, gourd planter. This radstorm's been really irritating. go up this way, we won't be so close to the edge of the water. What's found now? Feral ghoul. Oh, yeah. That's why I don't want to be next to the railway, because of the ghouls. They sort of know that I'm here, but so far they don't apparently appear to care, which is kind of what I want. Railway. Follow the railway down. Beantown Brewery is up ahead. I mean, I could potentially just toss a Molotov in. There's the thought. Now these guys are settlers, and they should actually be... Yeah, they are. They're friendly. There's a workshop there. I'm not allied to the settlement. Can I talk to you?
Yes.
No. I'm not sure how I ally myself to settlements. I'm going to have to look that one up. But for now, I can run down very, very quickly to Beantown, which is here, and just basically use overwhelming force to die to a dog, because I did not see that dog coming. I want this bloody radstorm, you know, it's been something like 9 hours, this radstorm is still going on. This is probably my most irritating bit, because if I wasn't sucking all these rads up, I could actually do something. Let's sleep for another 3 hours, and stick my head out. Let's do another 3, just in case. Radstorm should be over by now, I'd think. I'm wearing my gas mask. Come on. Bright summer's day. I'm sick of, you know, sneaking around in the dark because I can't see anything. Oh, finally, the storm's abated. Good. Right. Let's see what we can do. Now that we can actually see things. Unfortunately, things can also see us, but quite frankly, I can just brute force my way through this. I do have this rather nice gun which I acquired from a really nice gentleman, actually. I shot him repeatedly with a radium rifle until he gave me this, and then passed away. It's a 38 pipe pistol with a silencer, and you know, it's a rather nice little piece. This I found inside someone. I've got the submachine gun, another nice chap actually. Again, died mysteriously of lead poisoning shortly after me shooting him repeatedly, and he gave me that submachine gun and a rather nice backpack which I'm wearing. I'm wearing the large backpack, like so, which is rather nice of him. I think I can pick up the pace a little around here. I mean, if I can't go down to Beantown, because there's dogs there. I mean, we're just going to Frost Allied Settlement. Of course. Fallout. Right, okay, that's interesting. So the way that you get settlements in this game is rather interesting. By interesting I mean slightly murderous. If I wanted to get a settlement, which I kind of do, I would need to, well, kill the settlers that are there right now, and then take it over. I'm not particularly adverse to doing this on the basis that if that's the way that the game wants me to go, because you can't get quests. There's no quests in this game. So I guess if that's what the game wants me to do, then that's what the game wants me to do. I mean, the other option would be to go to somewhere like Red Rocket, because there shouldn't be any settlers at Red Rocket. I would not think. Thank God that was in mine. Oh yeah. I mean, I might be able to. Oh yeah, because I also found some a schematic for the wind turbine. So there are certain things that you can't actually build in settlements anymore because you require to get these schematics to actually do so, which is a rather nice little thing. Yeah, that is funny. So yeah, I don't know what to do at this point. We're not sucking up the rads anymore. We are not really needing to hide anymore. There's probably some dogs in the area, but we can probably just murder them because we can actually see them. And out here, we're not going to be. I may as well just use my submachine gun on the basis that I've got the ammunition for it, and I want to kind of get rid of it. Because 5mm is so rare, and it's not a huge damage weapon, it's just sort of a weapon at the moment. So let's do that. I am tempted to take this by force. I mean, this is in a the thing is that Oberlin Station is in a really, really good place. It's, you know, you can use it as a farm. It's got access to a water pump, but I mean, you wouldn't want to use that one because it's.
I wouldn't count on it. If you ask me, they're done for.
And they've got the cooking station already down there. I reckon we just go straight down here, go down, murder any dogs that might decide that they want to play. Go into Beantown, take Beantown over, and use that as our new encampment, and then from there attempt to get down to Red Rocket. We're now getting a plan. On the basis that Red Rocket yeah, on the basis that Red Rocket would hopefully not require any murder. Because, well, in the base game there aren't any settlers when you first come across Red Rocket. And Red Rocket is quite a good sort of, you know, you've got everything there. You've got a chem station, cooking station, both armor and the other one. So armor and weapons stations as well. So yeah, I think that's our plan. I'm gonna take a bandage and the blood pack just to regain some of our health. And yeah, in-town brewery, excellent. I think this is the advanced lock door, but there is another way in around here somewhere. There's a door around the back somewhere. Right, there is a guy in here, but I do have a silenced pistol. So, well, it's unfortunately it's a fully automatic pistol, but should be alright. Oh, damn it. Guy's trying to beat me to death. And for some reason, he's still trying to beat me to death. Got him. Okay, so he had some interesting stuff on him. Right. Actually, toxic cocktail up through there. Might be some alcohol actually in here. Gwinnett Stout. Let's take that. Let's also take a bandage. That will increase our healing. But yeah, this is a really good place to go if you can get it. Fortunately, he's crippled my head. Oh, Christ. Okay. There's going to be a lot of explosive work, I suspect, with this. However, what's searching for me up there is not people, it's there's rad roaches up there. And that's actually stopping me from being able to save down here anyway. There is a patrol path that somebody actually does walk through there, so if I can just get to undetected, hoping the problem is the enemies aren't nearby. They're just a couple of rad roaches and they're up there. And that's actually stopping me from being able to sleep. Plus the head injury means that I'm not really able to see. Now there are other beds if I can get them. I'm going to try something crazy. Right, so I've got 5 shots left of that. I'll just basically say, hey, I'm here.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Hopefully you'll think.
Sure you saw something?
Yeah, I can't even see anything at this stage.
Who's out there? Grip on yourself. Someone there?
Gonna have to try and abuse the patrol paths. There we go.
Still kicking? Please.
Come on. Come on, come around the corner. If only I could use the bed down there, I could actually heal. Oh, he's got a shotgun. Right, okay. It's new. Yep, in about an hour I haven't actually moved very far, unfortunately. I mean, if this doesn't work, I might just have to try the Boston shelter. However, I mean, it's one of those sorts of places where you think might just be full of ghouls. On the other hand, I do have the ghoul mask. Yeah, I mean, we could try that. Or just push on down to Red Rocket. So I can't think of anything that's actually... Once we get out of the city and get onto the railway and get clear. I mean, if that's just raiders, then take back alley.
Don't have any bobby
Nice
pins.
locked door. I need some bobby pins.
Hey. Who's there? Nothing there now. I think. I don't know. Pretty shadows.
So I do think our best bet is going to have to be Red Rocket. There is another Red Rocket though. But I don't know what it's like for beds. It's up at Fort Strong. So if we were to head this way down here, across this bridge, well, by that point we're heading towards there anyway. There is water up there, but it's quite likely that it's just going to be full of ghouls. I just keep on going back to this idea that something like that shelter is going to be full of ghouls, because why wouldn't it be? Get the SMG out. Because there's the dog. I mean, there's only 2 of them. I could just very easily mow them all down, but right now we'll see if we can get up to Red Rocket. I mean, I'm not too desperately low on anything. There is the dog up there. This looks like it's on a patrol path, so I can just let the mine do the work. Be on the safe side. Come on. There we go. There is actually, thinking about it, there's a campsite. Ooh. There is a campsite, or at least there was. Again, this is base game. An awful lot of what I'm going off is base game. There was a campsite down there, wasn't there? Game like this, you really do. You need your base game knowledge, because it may eventually help if he hasn't taken it away. No, there's a campsite there, and it's got a bed. It's not a. It's just a sleeping bag, but it's a bed. Bed. Right. Okay. That was just a quick sort of stop. Some berry mentats. Yep, there's that. Okay, let's move on. I mean, I could, as I'm here, I might as well check the shelters, you know, just in case of any survivors. Obviously, there's going to be ghouls. I've saved now, so I can be a bit more reckless. These things were actually real things. German company came up with them, and some of them were actually made. The idea being, if you were caught out in the open and there was a nuclear attack, you could jump into one of these things and be saved. In the Fallout world, they didn't really work particularly well. There's a desk man there. Water diner. Might be nice to get some food. No, that's not going to work. You need quite high luck. I've only recently had one of those actually work on me. Right. Okay. There is Grey Garden. Grey Garden. That's up here, isn't it? It's run by robots. Yep, Grey Garden. There's just some survivors up here. I'm just gonna sneak away. But that could be a nice place to come later on to try and get hold of some crops. Because there is going to be a point, I think, in this game where when we finally get a settlement, I'm just going to be spending some time building my settlement up. Right, that should be the salvage yard where the mole rats were. Let's not go near that place. Really nice particle effects, actually. They're pushing my computer a bit. Yeah, I can go for a bit more. But no, it's, you know, this is a nuclear winter right now. This is what happens when you detonate nuclear bombs in the atmosphere, and everything goes a little bit wrong with the atmosphere. And America is currently very, very snowy. Actually, I quite like it. It's a nice sort of bears up that way. Let's not go that way. Let's instead take this side of the path. Don't want to go into Lexington, because that is also Ghoul Central. We want to just skirt around the side. We don't want to go too close to anything like bears or death claws. Death claws should potentially be around. Not actually certain on that. Because death claws were created as... There's survivors up there, that's what's detecting me. Let's just go slowly. Death claws were created as a weapon, just like the aliens were. The Wallamingos created as a weapon to use on the Chinese. So potentially we could see some death claws out here, theoretically, lore-wise. That's a possibility. We won't see any super mutants because, well, theoretically there would be some super mutants around, but prior to the Master finding the vats, or Richard Grey finding the vats, that's not going to be a thing for a while. Oh, right, okay, so we are up at... Yeah, I think I know roughly where we are. Something's found me. Dogs. Well, that's my... Nope, let's use an actual... I'm going to end this episode here. I may fold and just murder those people at Oakland, or I could murder the people at Grey Garden. I'm gonna do some experiments. I'm going to slowly carve my my way up through the north up to Red Rocket, I think. Fort 111 ish, but it's more to about it's about there, isn't it? Red Rocket. That's my ultimate aim. I could actually go up via... Ooh! I've been an idiot. I need to go up here, don't I? Sunshine Tidings. There shouldn't be anyone up at Sunshine Tidings. Theoretically, apart from some ghouls. Let's go. Let's try that. We're probably gonna die again. Doesn't matter. I've got a safe spot. This side. I could theoretically get some thanks to my iron stomach, I'm not really getting that much radiation from drinking this. I mean, there's a possibility I could get some like parasites, but I just want to get some AP back. Thank you. And is there any food that I missed around here? I don't think so. I think this is all. Just grab the berry mentats. Other than that, let's go on up. See if we can get up to Sunshine Tidings. Well, saying that, Sunshine Tidings was owned by a group of people, let's say, hippies, I think would be a more apt term for them, who believed that robots should be free from servitude. They saw robots little more as slaves, and one night they decided to free a Mr. Handy, but they couldn't work out how to actually make him free, so they just fried his personality. And oh no, it's fine, I'll go. Yeah, they basically just fried his personality and left him sort of wandering around. However, how do I get up there? If I can get up there, then hello. Oh no, this isn't where I thought it would be. This is the Arcjet Memorial. Well, not exactly memorial, but it's sort of this this plane that's put up just outside Arcjet, which is there, which is another Ghoul Central. So let's avoid that one. I mean, I've got the Ghoul mask, but I can't put it on because I'm outside. There's crabs down there. I need to go this way. Ish. The other the other place that I was also thinking about was just next to it, which would be the Lonely Chapel. Problem is that's got turrets, and that will be radar, because that's what it is in the base game, and I would not expect it to be anything other than that, or at least, you know, desperate survivors trying to break into the Federal Reserve. Not Federal Reserve, like a Federal Supplies cache, but rather stupidly it didn't really have a huge amount of supplies in it. Boston was currently going through the people were starving, basically. The war was not going well for the American people. The American people were getting at the brunt end of it, and the governments were panicking. They were so desperate to win this war, they were starving their people and pouring all their money into corporations, and there was so much corruption going on. And yeah, this is basically the result of all that effort to try and win the war. They wiped one another out. In fact, most of the countries in some... most of the universe is in some... not universe, sorry. Most of this planet. Most of this planet is in the same boat in some way. In the case of... like the EU. The EU was a thing in the Fallout universe. It came to be an allied nation of like-minded countries. I think it lasted, actually. I can't remember exactly what happened to it. I think there was some kind of... there was certainly a war between the EU and the Middle East over oil, and both sides exhausted themselves and ended up with no oil, and civil unrest came as a result. There was a small nuclear exchange, but it wasn't anything. Hello, and we've got dogs. Right, well that hit me quite hard. See if I've got any. I've got bandages. I've got that blood pack. That'll do. The mine again. Mines are useful. Right, so we're going that way. So yeah, you know, the world basically collapsed as a result of this war between America and, well, it wasn't really as a result of the war between America and China. The reasons for that, the American and the Chinese war, was exactly the same as the wars everywhere else. It's just that in the case of China and America, one day they decided that actually they couldn't fight one another anymore, and they needed to launch nuclear weapons against one another. Which, you know, thankfully, the world has survived this so far. And I think it will continue to survive. I don't think there'll ever be a case where nuclear war will be declared between two nations. And I know there's an awful lot of people saying that Trump is going to cause a nuclear war. He's not. He won't, because he has a little bit more sense than that. He's not going to give it up between America and North Korea, and I don't actually think he should. It's one of the very few things that I'm sort of vaguely in support of him for, because North Korea just needs to end as a state. You need a reunification of Korea and North Korea and South Korea, just like you need a reunification of Ireland and Northern Ireland, which we might see sooner than expected. Yes. Oh, so many fun things happening in the world these days. Right, there's a farm up there. It's my farm. There's also the chapel. No, I think this is just the farm up here. Sunshine Tidings. Okay, everyone, hello and welcome to Sunshine Tidings. I've been going on for a bit longer than this, even. There's ghouls up here, unfortunately, and I've got 16 rounds of ammunition. There are ghouls. Are there anyone else? Or is there? Oh, sorry. Are there anyone else? No, is there? I don't think so, actually. It's probably just ghouls. I mean, if I wanted to make life a little easier for myself, I could probably just wear the ghoul mask, but... So there's no one here. Apart from ghouls, probably. And... yeah. Should be able to... yeah, so I need to clear the enemies from the location. Fine, I can do that. I should also be able to save up here, because... yeah. That building there should be reasonably clear from enemies, right? I don't see any in there. Oh, there's some rad roaches in there. There may not be any beds in there, but there's only some rad roaches in there. I'm sure I can deal with some rad roaches, right? Well, we'll see. Yeah, so it's just a rad roach. No beds, but we do have a... yeah, so I've cleared that one. So it's just a case of slowly sneaking around until we find a bed, basically. This is going to be a ghoul in here, but there's also a bed in here. That's a glowing rad roach, very fancy. But there's no ghoul, just a rad roach. Sneak attack. And a bed. An actual bed. Right. Okay, we've got a good one here, I think. This is going to be my town, I guess. My area. I just got to clean out the ghouls, which shouldn't be too difficult. And then that's the Mr. Handy, who is, yeah, Professor Goodfeels. Right. So that one. Actually got some good stuff on him. Pro snap camera. That's really good to find. So he was a survivor. Wasteland Survival Guide, nice. 3 beer bottles. They've kind of got, there's, I think, some glowing fungus and some there's some brain fungus in there, but there might be some glowing fungus, I think, somewhere as well. So this is almost, yeah, this is like a combination between a farm and like a campground, really. Bit of an odd one. Grade duct tape, but no ghouls. I mean, the ones that are here are dead.
No bobby pins.
Right, there are rad roaches inside there, but I can't get in because it's a novice lock. So we've got 2 ghouls in here. I'm not even going to hide. Right, so I think now the only ones that I've got left are those rad roaches. I need a bobby pin. God, where are all the bobby pins? Dandy boy apples. That's not a bobby pin. I mean, for now I can still use this as a base of operations. I just won't be able to actually build anything. That's something that I will probably sort of get on with doing, sort of off camera, build this place up, and then tomorrow we'll kind of see where I'm at from there. But yeah, I think I'm going to end here. We've got a proper base of operations now, and something that once we clear out those rad roaches, we should have this as a proper I think we still... Oh no, we've got it! Ah, nice! The rad roaches don't count, evidently. I'm not complaining about that. Right. We've got stuff. However, so if we go into here, for example, we can only build 2 different types of generators. We need to find the schematics for things. We can build a recruitment radio beacon, but had I not actually found that windmill generator blueprint, all I would have been able to do is the fusion generator blueprint, and that requires science 4. So I can actually build that, theoretically, if I can find the pieces. I would assume that, yeah, that's stuck behind armourer. Thankfully you don't need that other one, but yes, I can do some nuke mixes. I could build a cooking stove if I've got the screws. I can build an armour workbench if I've got armour. I would assume that's locked behind what? Gun nut? Blacksmith and gun nut to get the weapons workbench. But yeah, I think I'll probably do a little bit of construction here. Do a few bits and pieces, you know, get some crops in. Should be able to make some crops, possibly. Resources, food. Oh, nice! So I can actually grow things like glowing fungus. That's nice. Right. So evidently I need to find. Right. Okay. I need to find food out in the wild. Scavenging station, I would assume, is just that. But I do still get experience from building it, so I probably will end up. I need to get some concrete from somewhere. I'll work all that out off camera. You know, start building this place up, make a nice sort of base of operations. But yeah, for the moment, with that, I will say thank you very much for watching this video. It's been Frost. I'm really enjoying it so far. So with that, I'll say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.